Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading that focuses on your ability to manifest, your ability to paint pictures and images in your own mind. Not something from a screen, not somebody else's vision of something, but your inner self-directed vision of whatever it is that you want, so that you can get into a resonating frequency with the universe. Sometimes it takes a very short period of time. Sometimes it takes a very long period of time, even years. But the goal is to get yourself into a frequency that matches up to the pictures in your head. Okay, and that's a little bit tricky. And one of the other considerations, too, is that you keep in mind what your life destiny is. I know, we are told, but really never encouraged, but we're told you can be anything you want. Well, that's horseshit. You can't be. Because there are a lot of things that you don't want. Probably, maybe you don't want to be a lawyer. Not everybody can be a lawyer or a priest or a congressman or rock and roll singer or a Hollywood actor or accountant or a car mechanic, whatever. There's a mix. And that mix makes for life. It is like a jigsaw puzzle. And you need all the parts and pieces to have the whole picture. So we are not the same. And to emphasize that idea again, take a look at your family. If you have brothers and sisters, why aren't you all alike? I mean, why aren't you all alike? I mean, you were born in the same house, same parents. Why aren't you all alike? Because we're all different. At some point in our existence, it could be when egg and sperm first joined, could be, some think, even earlier than that. In the spiritual ether, before we're even conceived, we already have a life path, a purpose, a karma to come to. I don't know. Nobody knows. But the point of the matter is we're all different. And that's why learning to manifest is so essential, so vital. The pictures don't come from outside you. They come from inside of you. And if you pay attention to your life destiny, your purpose, that makes things move along much better. And you can easily do that with taking a look at numerology. You can take a look at astrology. Take a look at the North Node, Ascendant, Moon, that kind of stuff. And you can extrapolate. And at the very least, these things will guide you and help you to find your life path, your life purpose. No, not everybody lives a glamorous life. But not everybody leads a sad life. There's all of this mix in between. And a lot of the sadness comes from believing the bullshit that you can be whatever you want. I guess in theory that probably would be true, but how many of you really wish, geez, I want to be a doctor. Geez, I want to be a congressperson. Geez, you say it, but when it comes to doing the work to get there, not so much. So that you're not going to be there. So your goal is to help yourself find your life destiny. And I told you how you could do that. Manifesting then lets you take this life destiny, find something that you believe will really suit you, that fits your karma, and then go for it using manifesting techniques. My job is to inspire you. Not to be popular on the internet, but to inspire you. I do this every day, 365. So let's begin. Middle card is the Oracle card, and today it's blessed. Now, people have interesting ideas about the word blessed. It essentially means something very good, something very favorable. I'm blessed. Things work out for me. Tends to be seen as a positive. And it is. But the strict definition of blessed is to be happy, is to be joyful. And you think about it, that is really the ultimate blessing. I don't give a damn what kind of car you drive, what house you live in, what job you have, how much money you make. Feeling blessed. Feeling connected, feeling peaceful. having joy, real joy in your life, not just being happy, but joy beyond that. That's a hell of a blessing. There are people who have billions of dollars and who never have tasted the feeling of being blessed. Oh, I mean, they got all the toys and trinkets and all that crap, but you know what? Doesn't work for them anyway. Take a look at their marriages. Take a look at their lives. Take a look at their children. Just take a look. But because they have the money and we are so shallow that we think that actually counts. We think, oh, they got it so good. And when you look at it, not so much. Not so much. So the idea is to feel blessed is to be blessed. That's a core value. Absolutely essential. Find the joy in your life. In fact, today's meme comes from Ralph Waldo Emerson, who said the salvation of mankind depends on independent thinkers directing their thoughts rightly. For you, today, that means thinking about being blessed, thinking about joy. Not necessarily the brand new car that you want, not the big house that you want, not the great income, but finding the joy, the real value. Because if you're going to be starting to chase money, you're chasing an illusion. I think it was back either in the Civil War, maybe Revolutionary War. Have you heard the expression, he's worth his salt? Where that expression comes from was at the time, salt was, for a variety of reasons, highly, highly prized. Above everything else. It was for flavoring of food. It was for its nutrition. There were a lot of minerals in salt back in those days. They didn't make fake salt. It was really an essential ingredient. And so if he was worth his salt, that was saying that he was very valuable. Somebody comes up to you with a chunk of gold or a huge loaf of good sourdough bread and you haven't eaten in a month. Which one are you going to take to survive? You're not going to take the gold. Can't eat it. Can't digest it. Can't do anything with it. That bread, different story. That's blessed. Feeling joy. That's what you want to connect into. Feeling joy. Then you are blessed, to be sure. What is it in the Catholic Bible? 8 Beatitudes? Yeah, I think it's the same thing here. Beatitudes, blessed. Got to dig deeper into that. It's a core value. So let's begin. All the way to the left we go, the hanged man. I really have gotten to the point over the last few years that I really feel that if mankind is going to survive in any positive way, we're going to have to flip everything on its head. What we've been told is a lie. It is now proving out on a day-to-day basis about everything. They lie about everything. That's because there has been a long-standing manipulation of mankind. It's gone slowly at first, a few hundred years ago, very, very slowly. But it's spreading worldwide now. And for us to survive as a civil, kind, prosperous, happy, joyful individual or people, we're going to have to flip everything on its head. And that's what's being called for here, the hangman. That's what we got to do. It's a very difficult situation because the hangman means letting go. It means getting a new perspective. That's very difficult for people. Very difficult. Mark Twain said, it's easier to fool somebody than to convince them they have been fooled. It's all ego. It's this mental masturbation of mankind. Yeah, we screwed up. Not our fault. We didn't have all the information. The information's coming in. With the information coming in, we have to be like Ralph Waldo Emerson said, independent thinkers. That's what it's going to depend on. Flipping our thought. Getting away from the devil And it's not the devil outside, it's the devil inside. It's that devil that says, well, you've been fooled, but I'm not going to admit it. No. No. Act blessed. Find the joy in thinking independently, taking responsibility, and then admitting, oops, let's fix this. That's going to be very difficult. Getting unhooked from our devil side going to be very, very difficult, because if you look at the card here, the devil's not holding them. They are staying in position themselves. This is something that they perversely desire, and they can't let go. Again, it's the idea of being fooled and admitting that you were fooled. I can't do it. Got to flip your values. Number 2, you got to make a decision. What's important to you? Are you going to go for the core values? Things like blessed? You going to do that? Are you willing to have it be better? Finding joy in your life, finding peace in your life, as opposed to simply finding things? Or are you going to stay the course? Got to make that decision. And no matter what you decide, the next thing coming up is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is acceleration. It's movement. Now, because it's the Wands, it's the gusto. It's full speed ahead. Question is, do you have the courage to flip your world and to look for the joy? Not the happiness, the joy. Do you have that courage? If you don't, things are going to go downhill real fast. That's what the Eight of Wands is all about. If you do have the courage, things are going to go much better real fast. But the decision is yours. If you give up the right to decide, you deserve everything you get. And one of my big complaints about humanity, and this is worldwide, average people always choose to act like sheep. And then they bitch about the results. Really? You never got off your ass to take a chance to make it better. And you're unhappy with the results. My. What about the people in the American Revolution? What if they had just sat by and said nothing? What about people in World War II when they're going to hit Normandy Beach and they know that tens of thousands of them are going to die? What if they just said, to hell with it? At some point in your life, you have to decide, are you going to stand for the core value and be blessed? Or are you going to run like a coward, like a sheep? Your choice. Salvation of mankind depends on independent thinkers directing their thoughts rightly. Feel blessed. Feel joy, real joy, not just happiness. Make it a core value. Make it a better world. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with the Tao Tarot Manifested reading. Next time you and I have a chance to get together, between now and then, that is, peace and blessings.